I don't intend to come crying every day because those who know me know I'm not a crybaby. But I guess I haven't been myself. Getting a picture of my son in school with a scar on his face, and I have no explanation, and I don't even know what was wrong with him. I don't know how he got injured. I have no idea what is wrong with him. All of this is not for who was wrong and who was right, but for my children. There's a court order that I should see my children, and that both lawyers should make an arrangement for my children to spend some time with me this Christmas. Basically, for me to assess him, because I put in those pictures and videos of what happened to my son Liam. But apparently his lawyer wants to go on an appeal for me not to have the opportunity to see my kids this period. Now the thoughts of my children with injuries and other things that I might not know drives me sick every second I think about it. This is not a call for who's right or who's wrong or what happened in the previous relationship. All of that is over. I'm just appealing to mothers, to women, to every good person who has a conscience to please help me. I'm tired, really, really tired. It's getting depressing. Why do I have to fight this much just to see my kids and to make sure they are okay? If there is a justice system in this country, I still believe there's a justice system, and I trust that in due time things will happen well, but it's taking forever. I've been in court since March. He keeps finding a way to stall things. He went on appeal for service. That stalled that very custody proceeding. And then I had to file another process, withdrawing the first process. Please, I just want to see my children. And all I am interested in right now is more voice to join to my voice. It's not a crime. I just want to see my children. Okay, they should present them somewhere so I can physically assess them and be at rest that my kids are fine. That's all I'm asking for. Let me see my kids at least. It's over a year. I have trying to behave myself, trying to package myself. No mother will keep packaging herself. All I'm asking for is to see my kids. That's all.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk briefly about Femi Fani Kayode and his estranged wife Precious. So before I continue, I wanted to ask a very, very important question. How would you feel as a parent if your significant other stops you from seeing your children based off of power tussle? And what I mean by this is your significant other has so much power than you have, and then and in a country like Nigeria, stops you from seeing your children, not because of any mental issue, but because he doesn't want you to see the kids. And that goes back to the issues you guys have. I mean, how would you feel? I feel like that's a very, very painful thing to experience as a parent, and especially as a mother. So anyways, let's get back into this issue. Recently, Precious Chikwendo came online and, she cried to well-meaning Nigerians, and she was in tears because she has not seen her kids for over a year and 6 months. And this is for no reason, but just because the husband Femi Fani Kayode, just abruptly refused her from seeing the kids. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Femi Fani Kayode is a politician. He is a one-time aviation minister, and he's a businessman, and he's also a lawyer. While Precious is a model, she's an actress, and she's the mother to four boys, I mean, of which she gave birth to for Femi Fani Kayode. So guys, Precious did an interview with Chude, and in case you don't know who with Chude is, he's here on YouTube and he interviews celebrities. Okay, so Precious said that she met Femi Fani Kayode in an airport in Owerri, and Femi allegedly he told a flight attendant or a flight security man that he's going to lose his job. So therefore, he threatened a flight security man that if he doesn't get Precious' phone number, he's going to lose his job. So that was how they met. And according to Precious, she said that the relationship was not sexual, it was not emotional at first. It was just a body kind of relationship, which I find hard to believe, because as an elderly man and as a young woman, you should know what an elderly man wants from you right from the start. He wants a relationship from you which is purely going to be sexual or purely going to be emotional. But let's just give her the benefit of doubt. So according to her interview with Chude, she said that Femi came with a pity party kind of, he told her stories that his first, second and third wife respectively left him when they must have gotten everything they wanted from him. And then, Precious kind of felt pity for him. And I think I understand her. I think I understand her in that aspect. But the thing is that she should have known what she's getting herself into. When a man cannot stay with the first wife, cannot stay with the second wife, cannot also stay with the third wife, it should ring you a bell. But according to her, she said, she does not believe until she sees. She does not judge people. So she didn't judge Femi Fani Kayode, and she decided to, go into a relationship with him and on the long run. And then Femi kind of tricked her into getting pregnant, because according to her, and this is what she said that Femi told her that, oh, people are saying you're here because of my money, can you get pregnant for me, so that people will know that, okay, you really love me for real. And I'm like, oh, that's a very very lame thing to tell someone. And that's a very I don't even know how to put it, but she was blackmailed into getting pregnant for Femi Fani Kayode. If you ask me, Femi just used Precious to get boys, because according to what Precious said, she said that Femi's ex-wives, like, none of them gave him a male child, so he desperately wanted a male child. So he used Precious to get a male child, and immediately after that, he started maltreating her. Precious also said that, during all the period she stayed in his house, that she stayed like a slave, but she had to stay back because of her kids. And then secondly, Femi always begs her. And when you get married, you don't want to easily prove to people that, okay, this marriage did not work. So she had to just stay, even with all the torture, the emotional torture, the emotional blackmail, And then she also mentioned something that was very, very spectacular. She said that Femi even had to beg Precious with well-meaning individuals, with very high authority individuals, like our Nnamdi Kanu, our late Prophet TB Joshua. He had to involve well-meaning politicians, well-meaning high people of the society just to beg her. And when something like this happens, you find out that there's nothing or little you can do. So it was a very tough nut for Precious to crack, but she eventually summoned courage and she had to leave the relationship when Femi accused her of having an affair with a Navy officer. And that trended in the year that it trended. I think it was 2019. It trended that Femi accused Precious of sleeping with a Navy officer. And according to what Precious said, she also said that Femi is a high politician, and he works with media and publicity houses. So he can just write fake news and then send to them, and they'll publish it, and it will be trending, which is entirely fake, because this is the man that he lives with. He lived with for almost how many years? For almost 5 years he lived with this man. So and the last straw that broke the camel's back was that Femi had to stop Precious, had to immediately Precious left the house. He cut off all connections from Precious seeing her kids. And a lot of people would say, oh, why didn't she file a law, a court order to see the children? But Femi also had to say that Precious was bipolar. He wrote that one out, and the publicity houses took it all upon. And Precious had to come with a medical report to the court of law, and still the court granted Precious access to stay with her kids this Christmas. But still Femi is still stopping Precious from seeing the kids. I think by the means of a physical bodyguards, and Precious cannot really do a lot, and that's a very, very sad thing to do. And I would really want to know your opinion about this. I mean, we cannot really do so much but to spread this information, and maybe people that can really help Precious can come on board and do something about it, because it's really heartbreaking when you restrict a mother, especially from seeing her kids. It's really, really heartbreaking, honestly.